Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner. You know the rest. Don't forget to like and subscribe. How are you doing, Andy?
Oh, no bad, Russ. Yourself? Just rushing about here.
I'm all right, lad. Plodding on, kid. Plodding on. What have you been up to?
Just been for a swim, and then just had my tea when I came back. So full of food now.
Yeah. What do you think to all the news then?
About December. December the 23rd. Is it all heavyweight fights, or is there... I mean, I've heard about a few of them. I've heard Parker, Wilder, Joshua, Wallin. I'm not sure what other ones is on. Big John and Mike Tyson. Who knows?
What's the matter with you? How come you're not fucking mumbling over me?
I'm waiting. Being courteous, using my manners tonight. Don't bully me, though.
You might get told off the super trolls. There's trolls I've noticed, and there's super trolls, isn't there?
They live under bigger bridges, maybe.
Super ones, when they send you a picture, you know, you're getting out your car with your kids and that. That's your house, that's your dog.
Taking it to a whole new level.
Just come and knock on the door. I've got some nice hairspray for you. Right. I don't really know where to start with this because I've got my my love affair with boxing at the moment could be coming to an end because I'm just sick to death of it, mate. Now I've got other things to do with my time and that, but I just think that it's blatant lying just for the sake of it. Now, these Saudis, they're going to do this and going to do that, right? Well, fair enough. That skills challenge, we're going to do everything, won't they? They've
disappeared.
They've disappeared, haven't they? Right. Now, after this Fury nonsense with this Ngannou, after he basically just showed everybody in boxing that he's a big waste man, right? He couldn't even train for a bloke who's not had a fight as a boxer. After that, I'm not really sure what all these Saudis might. They might be knee deep in a deal with Fury or whatever. They might have signed to say they're going to do something, but these, if you ask me, could take it or leave it, couldn't they, really, if they wanted to? There weren't any great tears or out about them saying, no, December 23rd, no, that's off now. It didn't seem like they were bothered or anything, did it? It's like they just let them all carry on and kind of like hang the sense. Do you agree? We've never seen anybody come out and go against the grain or say anything. It's like they're just letting them get on with it. And this is what I think they'll do. They'll stay in background and just let them run with it and see how they go with it. Because from what I can see, they're all hanging themselves, aren't they? Well, they are.
Yeah, I mean, Saudis might just get fed up with it. They maybe don't know what they're in for, sort of thing. And then, well, maybe this isn't what we thought it was going to turn out like, and they might just pull the pin. Bang goes the big money then.
Well, I'm just a bit curious as to why they haven't just come out, putting statements out straight away and this and that. Maybe they just like to put stuff out when things made. I mean, for years we're that used to stuff being spoke about and then it not happening and then it happening and then not happening and being kept on this like a donkey chasing a carrot all the time, aren't we? But these have come along and it looks like they're getting stuck in. But I'm just sensing something from them since that Fury fight that they're not as keen as what they were. I don't know. It's a little vibe I get. A couple of people agree with me on it. I don't know. What do you think, Andy?
Maybe the novelty is going to wear off for them quite quick. Then might not last. It might be a flash in the pan, but I don't know if they can make the fights. so be it, because there's loads of fights I've been waiting for years, like Wilder, Josh, and all these fights taking 5, 6, 7 years to make, and it just pisses fans off, doesn't it? I mean, you're getting fed up with it. I'm probably getting fed up with it.
I know we've been. It's all a lot of old crock, haven't we?
Yeah, we're just getting.
I mean?
Yeah,
it's like the good thing about it is the people that I don't like in boxing, right? I'm gonna watch them squirm. So I'm all right, me. I can take it or leave it. This I will always be all right. But some of these, Dennis will always be all right. Ian will be all right. Rick Top of them. But there's people I don't like in boxing who are utter scumbags, and they know they are. They don't come in my company. They don't hover around me. Let me just say this. I'm going to watch these people squirm now. Because 90% of them won't be able to go get a few quid out of the game, mate. 90% of them won't, mate. They'll fall by the wayside. And they're being squeezed now. And what you're going to get now is, you know, the small all lot, they're going to drop by the wayside now.
Yeah.
They're already dropping. Some of them are already wanting to join forces with other small alls. But small all boxing at UK is done. That's done now, mate. That's gone. That's history now. It's just a case of picking up the mess. That's gone. Now, am I happy about that? There's a few I don't like who hang around it. Yeah, there's a few managers who shouldn't be managers, who got laminates and shouldn't have done. Yeah, I'm not saying that because I couldn't get a laminate. I was never going to get one anyway by nearly killing a policeman, whereas a 23-year-old, no chance. Not when I go for interview and they've got chief of police there, ex-chief of police. Yeah, Les Potts, you fucking prick. Stitched me well up there, didn't they? But no. Listen, people are going to fall by wayside. And I'm going to laugh. Pop, pop, bang. Because there's about 80%, 70% of people in boxing shouldn't even have laminates. Some of them can't even hold the pads. We've got cut men turning up with no cotton buds and Vaseline.
Shambles, eh?
Shambles, mate. They're just there because they want a laminate and they're going to use it, but hardly use it, just so it's been going 3 years, then they can get the managers. Half of them are just there just so they can get that manager, but you've got to have a certain role in boxing before you can be a manager. Everybody wants to be a manager straight away, don't they? For 3 years.
Yeah.
So you've either got to fight for 3 years when you turn pro, or have another role as a laminate. That's all. There's cut men out there who come cut a piece of paper with some scissors. Cut men in boxing, mate. I've seen them. Jokers, mate. So I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh at some of these that are gonna be hard at sport. Because there's loads of vagabonds and charlatans hanging around in this sport that say they do this and do that. They do shit. They're just hanging around for crumbs, Andy. That's all it is. They do jack shit. Jack shit.
Go on it, guys, eh?
This is what Julian...
Going to do this.
You what?
Yeah. Go on it, guys. The guys that's going to do this and going to do that.
Gunner, yeah. Good gunners. All they do...
Yeah.
The good gunners, they're going to do wonders. All they do is sit on cucumbers. That's what they do, mate. Julian says Saudis are going to kill boxing long term, putting on high profile, low value fights. The UK market will dry up because names will chase the money over in Saudi.
Yeah.
And because they will chase the money over the boxing in Saudi, won't have the money to make the meaningful fights in UK. Will not have money over here because it's going to be over there. Saudi will plug in and when they're bored with it, when they realise they've had a couple of duds, paper. Like, when we watch like 2, 3, 4, 5 pay-per-view fights on trot over like, a year or 8 months or something, and it's a load of shit. Well, let's see what they're going to be like, how they're going to cope with it over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll know how we feel then, won't they? But I hope it does work. But I hope there's a balance as well, though. Because it's all right, everybody going over there chasing all that and all making their money. But what happens if them people just want to bail out with their money then? Where does that leave sport? Because if people are going to over there for a couple of years, coin it in and then come back over here because that over there's, they don't want to know no more. Don't think you can come back here thinking everything's high and mighty, everything's all right, because going over there might just tip it over edge, because it's in a vulnerable spot now at the moment, in it, boxing.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big cash grab for all these people. You see Eddie Hearn, he's hungry for it, and he's desperate for a bite of the Saudi pie. But if it kills grassroots boxing in this country, that could be the end. If you know grassroots, where's the next generation of boxers coming from? We're on a downward spiral then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is quite sad, eh?
Well, it looks like they're going to fight February 17th, doesn't it? Fury and
yeah, I see that. Yeah.
so
Hopefully that happens. I think it will happen. I think Fury's embarrassed and he needs to prove himself.
Well,
I think you'll see a better Fury in February than what we saw in last week, a couple of weeks ago there. Right?
What do you think if Fury gets an injury leading up to this, and it's a genuine injury? Will everybody believe him?
It could be the boy that cried wolf. It could be. Nobody believes it. I think they should have probably gone for a date mid to late January, and then if an injury had popped up, you could maybe, you still got a few weeks to move it on. But is it this Riyadh season over in March? I think, is it?
You got to do it for them.
Yeah, it's got to be done. It's got to be done.
And they'll know that. But what I want is Fury, right? It's going to be training January and a bit of Feb, so he's going to have 31, 7 week, less than 7 weeks. Fury's going to have to train over Christmas then, isn't he?
I think so. I would say so. He needs to be on it.
Oh, we'll see, won't we, Andy? We'll see. Julian says he's got a question here for you, Andy.
Is he?
Yeah. Bit of fun for Andy Porky. Top 3 bullshitters in boxing and a top 3 creeps.
Top 3 creeps.
Bullshitters.
We'll go bullshitters first.
Yeah, bullshitters.
Probably Eddie Hearn, Big John Fury. Who else could there be?
In the ring on the road, they're not watching me from the moon no more. You know where they're watching me from now? From St. Caravan site that I live on, Pop Bank, we've got a mole. There's a mole on site.
MFI want their kitchen back. Yeah. Tony Bellew could be another bullshitter at times, and he just goes with the narrative, doesn't he?
Right.
Whatever Eddie Hearn says, he's backing him up. Bellew's backing Eddie Hearn up quite a lot, isn't he?
Tony Bellew went jungle. Jungle
sucking it.
Eh?
Munching on a kangaroo's testicle.
Tony Bellew in the jungle. Right, let me just say this, right? I think I said it in the video earlier. The money isn't there no more for the big money, you know, for I'm a Celebrity. It's like small fry money now they're on now, isn't it? They're giving them like tuppence and they're saying you're having it just for privilege because you can do well off it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before they were giving them mega dough, wanted to go in. Well, apparently they're not getting it now, so we're not getting the big dough.
They should probably change the name of the show to I Know a Celebrity. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
Who are they? Who are they? What is a celebrity?
Well, do you think Tony's head will go? Do you think he'll go?
Was he not on that SAS thing? I never watched it, but I knew he was on something like that. Only cost
for option optic back. He didn't want them crumbs. Do you know what I mean?
He's taking Carol's leftovers.
Yeah, took the Cobra's leftovers. It was straight in there. Well, he's gonna be, isn't he? You know, he's like Mr. Vacant Belt all the way through levels, isn't he?
Yeah. That's it.
Black and white.
Never beat a champion.
Never beat.
Is he going to come back though? Is he going to come back and beat a champion?
What, Bridgerweight?
Yeah. Is this I'm a Celebrity the springboard back into boxing?
It's springboard for something, innit? It'll either be one of them one-line speaking parts he has. in a Rocky film where basically he's just an extra, isn't he? We a line to speak in Rocky, and you're carrying off like he's Daniel Day-Lewis. That mean pop bang on that one.
So the top three creeps in boxing, they've got to be Steffi Bull, all that stuff with that 15-year-old. That's shocking, eh? I can't go over that. That's just wrong,
don't you? When you sign for Steffi's gym, you've got to have a tattoo on your bicep if you're a female, or on your arse if you're a male, just to show your loyalty. Why do you think Josh Well left him?
Refused the tattoo.
I don't think Dempsey's into tattoos, but no, I don't know, mate. I just think it's a bit of banter. Steffi can take it. He dishes banter out more than anybody. He's plenty of accounts on social media. That's all he does all day. Good luck to him. He's a promoter, isn't he?
The other two could be the Gad and Dave Caldwell, eh?
Yeah, but if Bullcroft were on fire, I won't piss on him if he were on the street. The Gad, I know.
Dave Caldwell, Penfold.
I don't really know that Caldwell that well, to be honest. And the Gad, I don't really know him that well, but you see more of the Gad than Caldwell, don't we?
Yeah.
I've seen him.
You
You what?
Yeah, I'm just agreeing now.
Yeah, I've seen him. No, I didn't see him. I heard him earlier on here, and he was going on about how he's excited about December and Feb and whatnot. Well, he's going to be in it because he's going to be ringside, isn't he, in Saudi? So he's going to be looking forward to it. He's an hard worker, but
he
doesn't help his son, Andy, does he, when he's stood there in front of women and coming out with them one-liners like, have you always had powerful legs? What did he say to her? Have you always had powerful legs? She goes, oh, I don't know, have I? He goes, let's have a look at them legs. So when you're doing stuff like that to women, she's like, you see me Phoenix? He goes, oh, no, let's have a look at it. You see me tattoos? No, let's have a look at the tattoos. Yeah, let's have a look at the tattoos. Yeah. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm leaving the word none.
Have you had a shower?
Crazy, mate.
Have you had a shower?
Excuse me, do you shower before you fight? You know, he's about as uncool as you can get, isn't he?
He's like an old cringy uncle, isn't he? He's like an old awkward uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle Gad.
Uncle Gaddy.
What about all the Ukrainians call him Bricktop Uncle Frank? Eh?
Is that what they're calling him, Uncle Frank?
That's what Usyk and his trainer were calling. Usyk and his manager were calling Uncle Frank. That's what they said, wasn't it? Uncle Frank says some funny things or sneaky things or funny words or something along their lines after he was getting interviewed.
To be fair to Bricktop, he must be buzzing at the moment because he's well and truly back on his perch now, isn't he?
He's on fire, isn't he?
He's got to be choking Eddie. You know what Eddie's like? He complains a lot, doesn't he, about Oak, doesn't he? But you'd have to say that they're banging trouble now, aren't they, Match? I'm sure.
Oh, I think so. And he's even keeps mentioning it. He's not going to be in it for when he's in his 50s, isn't he? So I can see him exiting within the next 3 or 4 years, maybe. Leaving Spotty Frank to bring up the rear.
Yeah, fucking hell. Spotty Frank. What's happening with him?
He's in sponsorship deal with Clearasil, I think. Is that no?
Jesus. I don't know. What do you think of Sam Jones lately?
Sam Jones. I seen him bobbing about in the background when the other night. Who was?
Yeah. He was hanging out at the back of Eddie's. He was like a keyring on Eddie's waist, wasn't he?
He was.
Every time Eddie looked like he was trying to gulp some fresh air in, Sam Jones was inhaling the same air as him. He was like, Sam, Get away from me! You're engulfing all the air that I'm inhaling.
Oxygen thief.
Oxygen free. Yeah, I wonder what he's doing.
That fight though, what was his name again? That was a bad decision, I felt anyway. I thought the other guy had beat him, and they were pretty honest about their performance. It wasn't good enough, weren't they? But they wouldn't quite go as far as say they got beat. But I thought that was a win for the other guy, and disappointing judging again.
What did you think to Big John Fury? No haircut and job look, Andy. I've just sent you it, Andy. No look on your phone. Have a look.
Have a look. Is that a Movember moustache that he's got with the handlebar job?
Going on there, but it's it looks like something out of Matrix, doesn't it? Oh, Big John.
You know, it looks he's trying. Have you ever seen the Irish bare knuckle fighter, or legendary bare knuckle fighter, Big Joe Joyce? He's got a moustache like that. A Yosemite Sam moustache. Yeah.
Big Bully Joe.
Yeah, he's a
Big Joe. Sorry. I'm reading your thing. It says, "Don't bully Anderson." What's all that about? Oh, don't. No. To be honest with you, that Big Joe Joyce in with Grey Tash, I think he's quite funny. He's a big old.
He's a character. He could fight as well. He was reputed to be a formidable fighter.
I seen him on one video. They were driving all the way across Ireland to confront some bloke or have a bit of beef with some bloke all the way across Ireland. I thought they were pretty serious geezers, like, aren't they? Over the fighting, these travelling men over in Ireland, aren't they, mate? It's serious stuff, isn't it?
Have you ever watched that documentary Knuckle?
No, what's that about, Andy?
Knuckle. It's about bare knuckle fighters in Ireland. I think it was made over a 10-year period. The guy James Quinn McDonough.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen James Quinn.
He could fight.
He's one of the best ones, isn't he? Isn't he?
Oh, yeah. He could really fight.
Yeah, he's shaved dead, and he's about 45 in that video, isn't he?
Yeah, I seen him recently on a video, and he was in a boxing gym somewhere in Britain. He lives in Britain, I think. And he was on some guy took him on the pads. They were just saying a bit of fun, but what a jab he had, a really ramrod jab. And the guy, the trainer, I can't remember who it was, the trainer guy was going, wow, again, just his natural ability was something else. But I think
you wonder, doesn't it, Andy, that if they don't take it enough serious. You what, mate?
Yeah. I lost you there a minute for a second. You said if they don't take it serious enough.
No, I'm not saying they don't take it serious enough, but for example, me and Julian watched there's another Joyce, isn't there? The one who does the bare knuckle. He's a younger bloke, than the big old guy, Irish guy, Joyce. It's like young Joyce. He's about 34 or 35. Well, me and Julian seen him on pads, and he looks really, really good. He got all moves and everything, and then he's messing around with all that bare knuckle stuff. So I couldn't really get my head around it, to be honest. He could have a nice little style on that, and then be messing like that.
Yeah, he got jailed, I think, didn't he? Killing a guy. It was 3 guys came to his house, I think, and to attack him. And he ended up killing one.
I think that might be another one. How many Joyces we're going on about? No, this is Dougie, isn't it? Is it Dougie?
Oh, Dougie.
Dougie. Me and Julian seen him on pads. That's the first time I've seen him do anything, because he had a fight, but we another traveller, but it sort of like didn't happen, did it? They were going to run the way.
Right.
And that's the only thing I've seen about him. He got sort of like got stopped, didn't it, when they started or something. So I hadn't really seen him fight, and then we seen him on pads, and I thought he had a really nice style in that. He moved that looked really all right. And you would have said about that James Quinn, who I know was one at best. And they say Bartley Gorman won it well. So why didn't these guys have their gloves on and do it as boxing instead of doing it for bare knuckle? Because you probably get less money doing it bare knuckle, don't you?
Yeah, I think James Quinn he didn't actually like fighting, he said, but he was really good at it. So he was always put up to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes up as a decent fella. I remember
but he didn't actually like it, he said. But Yeah, I tried to get in touch with him for you a while back, but he never. I was speaking to him on Facebook, but he never. He never got in touch. Yeah, I think I gave him your details, and he actually never got in touch, which was a bit of a shame because I thought he could have been a good interview for you on the channel.
Yeah, but it's bare knuckle in it, really. But yeah, I don't mind out like that. Depends who they are. Like, I'm not that fussed about chasing about because there's
That
no
film,
chasing about, is there? People messing about.
That film Knuckle, there was a fight on it with that big Joe Joyce and a guy, Annie McGinley, but they were they were nearly 60 years of age. You know, it wasn't really a nice spectacle. They shouldn't be fighting at that age. But I seen another video of a guy called Dan Rooney. He looked like a formidable fighter as well, with Annie McGinley years prior to that. But there's quite a lot of
years ago. I don't really know any of them, but I remember years ago I might have this wrong. I think is it one at McGinley's or a few of them came to Doncaster to have a fight with somebody or something.
Is it?
I didn't see it or anything, but I know it were pretty serious because these people were running around like fucking headless chickens saying, "One of McGinley's has been to our so and so's house," and I'm going back about. Well, probably when I got out of jail in that. So we're going back about when I was 26 or something. And I've gone, oh, who's he like? And this other kid's gone, oh, big travelling mush. I've gone, oh, all right. I thought, oh, I better watch out for him. I've been out of jail a couple of days. Well, all right, I'll keep an eye out for him. And but all these Jesus all like were pretty handy. We're all like,
oh, aye, didn't mess about it.
But he don't suit this McGinley fella. I was saying to me, man, doesn't seem like the type of guy that you have round for a cuppa. Everybody was shit in the pants.
But no, I mean, all the fights they have appear to be quite fair. There's always fair play guys in that.
Listen, mate, I've watched a few on it. Hey, listen, I saw that one. Decker had one with one of them, didn't he?
That's right, yeah.
He fought one of them, and it all looked pretty fair and all that. So yeah. Hey, listen, mate, if it weren't fair, they'd have shame on them, wouldn't they? They'd be shamed, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I said to Mick. Why don't you just go to make it? Go to Billy Joe Saunders and fight with John Eber, right? But Mick fought they ambush him, didn't he? So
I think he'd do it.
Mate, they just want to get me. They don't want to get you. They want to get me, mouthy one. Take your camera off me. Bop, bop, bang.
I read that Bartley Gorman's book. Big John Fury's mentioned in that book, right enough, isn't he?
Yeah, he's actually a picture. Give me a mention in that book, Bartley. Give me a mention.
There's a video of him hitting a punch bag hanging for a tree.
Yeah.
And he's just hitting it with his bare hands, and he's hitting it hard. He's lucky because you could damage your wrist doing that. But must have been a big, powerful man.
Did you read that bit? 1976 racers at Doncaster. Did you read that bit?
Oh, is that when he got jumped, didn't he? And he got a crowbar rammed in his throat or something like his teeth smashed in and everything. Sounded pretty brutal, didn't it?
Yeah, listen, mate, he didn't deserve that.
No, that's who ordered.
He didn't deserve that. And I know a couple of people who were there that day. Obviously, they're a lot older than me. I was 5 at the time, but yeah, it's a famous story. He got stuck into them all.
Aye. He was a hard man, eh?
They should be ashamed of them people who did that to Bartley Gorman. Should be ashamed of themselves. And they don't come in my company, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I won't have them in my company. In fact, a couple of them are brown bread now, which, you know, it's not nice, but the rest of them, I don't like all like that.
Nah, it's no fair, is it?
I read that book in jail. It was awful. He was horrible, wasn't it? What they did to him.
Oh, it was stomach churning. It's not often I read a book, actually. I've got loads of books, and then I just never seem to get around to reading them. But I read that book. I read a few. I went through a spell of reading books like the Lenny McLean book and Roy Pretty Boy Shaw book and books like that. And I think there was one Hard Bastards. There was loads of different guys in it, but it was interesting me at the time, eh? And but that was.
I read loads of them in jail, you know. I read them all in jail.
Did you?
Yeah. Barbara Windsor sucked them all the cocks. No, back in. You think I'm joking?
Back in the day.
Back in the day, mate. Old Babs got lots of them. No messing about.
Oh, matron.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Babs, eh?
What do you think to Eddie's grovelling role this week to Bricktop? Because Eddie's like, well, I ain't got a problem with working with Bricktop. Sorry, Frank Warren. Blah, blah, blah. I do what's best for my fighters. Listen, Eddie, you've been saying that for years. You'll do best for your fighters. Well, you could have done best for your fighters years ago when you were going to work with Bricktop, but you didn't. You slammed down his face because you were number one and he were number two. And you said, I'm not going to give him a leg up. Why should I? Well, now you need a leg up, don't you? But really, you both need each other. You both need each other, don't you? So, Eddie, grovel. Because if you don't grovel, you're going to be out on your ear, lad. All right.
He'll be.
You know what he'll do? You know what he'll do, don't you? This is what. You can read him like a book, Eddie. December the 23rd, yeah? They'll turn up, they'll fight, and then they'll want to be on that undercard, you know, Usyk against Fury. But let me tell you this. If Wilder and Joshua are on that undercard and Fury pulls out, they'll be elevated to main act. That's all Eddie's doing. They'll be going for main act, but he'll want to keep everybody guessing if Fury still goes through it, saying, well, we're going to toss to see who's headline act. He's going to try and make out that of similar ilk, but they're not because it's the undisputed. They're just on undercard. And that'll kill him, but he'll do it because there's a chance that Fury just might lose his arse. That's why they'll be in it. You watch it unfold. Watch the grovelling now, Andy. Listen, all them people that be going, you've been rinsing Eddie for years. Listen, it's coming to crunch time now. Watch these grown men kneel down and gobble, 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 gobble.
What happens if Wallin puts a spanner on the works and beats Big Meech?
Hey, listen, Wallin could quite easily dust him, beat Big Meech. Southpaw as well.
Yeah, Southpaw too. Yeah. And Wallin's, he's no scared to get dirty either, is he? Remember him, he was roughing Fury up, wasn't he? Rubbing that cut in his eye with his glove, wasn't he? And that.
He beat Fury, in my opinion. He beat him. That eye were bigger than 1.5 inches one way. And it was
that was a mess.
It were longer than 1.5 inch, and it were wider than a centimetre. So why wasn't it stopped? That's known as a gash. If you go read the Green Book, Border Control Book, that were classed as a gash, longer than 1.5 inches, wider than a centimetre. So why wasn't it stopped? Because it were a Bob. They were in America wanting he's a Bob Arum fighter on.
Bob Arum fighter.
Eamon, was it Eamon show, Wallin show, or Arum show? One of them. One of them. Either way, they needed Fury to win. That was bottom line. But
had to win.
Wallin done him.
Wallin, he's probably better than. I mean, he came out of nowhere really for that, didn't he? So. I think he's had a few low-key fights since then. Did he have a draw in one of them? I'm trying to remember now.
Listen.
He might have had a draw, but if Big Meech comes out all tentative like he did against Hilarious, Wallin might just jump on him, and that could be him.
Well,
he's a big guy, Wallin, isn't he?
Yeah, I hope if Wallin's going to jump on anybody, he's going to do it a bit quicker than when he was fighting Fury, because when he had Fury on hook, he never made an effort to jump on him, did he?
Yeah, he had him hurt in the last round, I think, didn't he? Fury looked a bit weak in that fight. I thought strength-wise, energy-wise, it wasn't a good night for him, was it?
No, he's a lot better now than then, I think.
Aye, he did slug it through the middle rounds to give him his due. He was just bit down in the gum shield, and he was battering Wallin at times, but that eye was a mess. It was just I'm surprised that eye's never opened up again after that, because that was.
Well, because he's not been in with anybody who
could crack, has
he? He's not been with anybody who could crack.
No.
Wallin all up on that eye, we left hook again.
Apart from Wilder, Well, he was in with Wilder right enough, but he's maybe just lucky it's never opened up again. But it's probably a good surgery repair, eh? But must have been.
Summer, isn't it? I mean, this is how I look at it. If Wallin beats Fury, he's the man.
Yeah.
Because technically he'd already done it once, hasn't he, really? Let's have it right.
Yeah.
I wonder how the cam man's going to feel about this, Andy.
Missing out on all that money, eh? Frozen out. Where is he? Maybe he'll pop up in the jungle.
Where's his brother? Where's his brother with his shows?
Oh, he's disappeared and all, isn't he? Maybe they'll both pop up in the jungle.
What an I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. They're not going to give them a job. They'll not get on there. No. Dylan might get on there. Now he's out of boxing. Dylan might next year. See, other one, he's probably more of a ready, steady cook man, isn't he?
like a new Ainsley Harriet.
Yeah, you want to go on to part 2, our kid?
Yeah, no probs.
What, on to part 2? Pop, pop, bang!